Sure, here are a few scripts that may be useful if you're interested in pursuing a Bachelor of Architecture, B.Arch, degree. 1. Introduction to B.Arch. Hello, welcome to my channel BArchitecture. Today we will be discussing the Bachelor of Architecture program, commonly known as B.Arch. It is a 5-year undergraduate program that focuses on the study of architecture, design, and construction. Here with us today is our guest, who is a graduate of the program. Thank you for having me here today. I am excited to talk about the B.Arch program. So, what can you tell us about the program? Well, the B.Arch program is a rigorous 5-year program that prepares students to become licensed architects. It involves a combination of classroom lectures, studio work, and practical experience in the field. Students learn about design principles, building structures, materials, and sustainability. They also gain practical experience through internships and work on real-world projects. That sounds interesting. What are some of the skills that students can expect to develop in the program? Students in the B.Arch program develop a range of skills, including design, problem-solving, critical thinking, and communication. They learn how to use various design software, as well as traditional drafting and modeling techniques. They also gain experience working in teams, which is important in the field of architecture. Thank you for that overview. For those considering the program, what advice would you give them? I would advise them to research the program thoroughly, talk to current students and alumni, and visit the campus to get a sense of the program's culture and environment. It's also important to have a passion for architecture and design, as the program can be challenging but also rewarding. 1. Tips for success in B.Arch. Today, we will be discussing tips for success in the Bachelor of Architecture program, commonly known as B.Arch. Here with us today is our guest, who is a successful architect and a graduate of the B.Arch program. Thank you for having me. I am excited to share my insights on how to succeed in the B.Arch program. So, what advice do you have for students in the program? My first piece of advice is to stay organized. The program can be very demanding, and it's important to manage your time effectively. Make a schedule and stick to it, and try to break down larger projects into smaller, manageable tasks. It's also important to stay on top of your deadlines and communicate with your professors if you're struggling. That's great advice. What about working in teams, which is a big part of the program? Yes, teamwork is essential in the field of architecture. My advice would be to be open-minded, respectful, and collaborative. Listen to your team members' ideas, and be willing to compromise when necessary. Also, don't be afraid to speak up if you have an idea or suggestion. Communication is key in any team project. That makes sense. Any other tips for success? Yes, I would say to stay curious and continue learning throughout your career. The field of architecture is constantly evolving, and it's important to stay up to date with new technologies, materials, and design trends. Also, don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. Innovation is what drives the field forward. Thank you for those great tips. I'm sure they will be useful for our viewers who are considering the B.Arch program. Thanks for watching.